Good morning, students. Today we are going to continue with expression for drift velocity. Expression for drift velocity. Okay. Now let us assume the conductor is placed in the external field. Okay. So this is the direction of the electric field, and whenever the conductor is placed in an external electric field, the electrons experiences a force and it gets drifted like this, right? So without external field, the electrons will move with thermal velocity, but when it is placed in the external field, it experiences a force and it gets drifted, right? So whenever these electrons are placed in the that is when the conductor is placed in an external field, inside the conductor the electrons experiences a force. What is the force experienced by the electron? So we know the formula. The force experienced by the electron is equal to Q into E. Since the electron carries negative charge, the force will become minus E into E. And because of this force, the electrons are accelerated. And this acceleration which builds velocity. Okay. So with certain velocity, all the electrons are drifted. Right. So what is that acceleration? We know the formula. F is equal to ma, and acceleration can be calculated by F by m. That is minus E into E divided by m. Okay. Okay. Now let us assume here we have the atom and the electrons are moving like this, and the electrons which have certain velocity and the free electron which will collide with the another electron which is present here, or that is another atom here, and when it moves from this place to this place, it gets accelerated and it moves with a certain velocity. But here in between these two collision, here only the collision takes place. No collision takes place in this region. Okay. So we can also call this path as free path. So without any collision. Okay. And it takes some time for the next collision to take place. And similarly, again the electron move like this, and again they will collide. Collision takes place here. Again this path is the free path. Now let us consider the time here. That is the time between the two collision. Here the electrons are relaxing. Okay. So let it be T1. And similarly here no collision takes place. Let it be T2. Okay. And similarly again moves like this without any collision, and this path is the free path, and again collision takes place here. So the time between two successive collision, which is known as the relaxation time. Okay, this time is the relaxation time, that is without any collision. Actually, this relaxation time is very, very important, and it is different for different materials also. Okay, relaxation time is not same for all the material. For copper it is different, for aluminum it is different. The relaxation time is a very important quantity for this current electricity. Okay, relaxation time which mainly depends on material, and also it depends on temperature. We will discuss about that later. Okay, so in between two successive collision, this path will be taken as the free path. Okay, without any collision. And the time between two successive collision is taken as relaxation time. Okay, and even though they are accelerated, okay, and they move with a certain velocity, and each and even though without any collision they are moving, but each and every time there will be the influence of electric field on the electron. So because of the electric field, what will happen here? The electrons experiences a force and which gets drifted like this, and again it will come like this, and again it will get drifted like this. So again it will come like this, again it will be drifted like this. Okay, so the path of the electron inside the conductor which will be drifted like this. Okay, and similarly again from here it will be drifted like this. So this is because of the presence of external electric field, and all the time the electrons experiences a force. Okay, this path is the free path without any collision, and the time between two successive collision is known as the relaxation time. So these 2 points are very important. What is the mean free path? Mean free path and relaxation time are the two important new terms we introduced here. Relaxation time. So what is this mean free path? That is, a mean free path is the length of the path between two consecutive collisions, and relaxation time is the time interval between two successive collisions. Okay, so these two terms are very, very important here. And the relaxation time which depends on material as well as it depends on temperature also. Okay, now we are going to find what is the final velocity of the each electron. Let us assume for the first electron, that is the final velocity v1 is equal to initial velocity. For example, let us assume the initial velocity be the thermal velocity, and actually we are going to use the first equation of motion, that is v is equal to u plus a t. Okay, so for first electron, and we are going to substitute the value of acceleration as e into e by m into time. So for time, either we can use t1 or tau1, whatever it is. Okay, so but the time is the relaxation time, so let it be tau1. Okay, and similarly for the second electron, we will take u2 minus e by m. Okay, and T2. Similarly, we can write up to nth electron. Okay, so So in order to find the expression for drift velocity, that is drift velocity is equal to v1 plus v2 plus v3, okay, divided by number of electrons. So when you add everything, what will we get? We can also take this u1 plus u2 plus u3 up to un divided by n. So this is the average thermal velocity. And similarly, E by m, which is the common term, we can take it out, and T1 plus, that is tau 1 plus tau 2 up to tau n. This is the average relaxation time. Okay. Average relaxation time. So, what is the expression for drift velocity now? Actually, the average of thermal velocity becomes 0. So, the expression for drift velocity will become minus E into E by m tau. That is average relaxation time. Okay, this is the expression for drift velocity. So, the drift velocity is equal to minus E into E by m into tau. Here E be the magnitude of the charge and m be the mass of the electron. That is E be the charge of the electron and m be the mass of the electron, and capital E be the electric field we applied, and tau be the relaxation time. And this tau, which mainly depends on material as well as temperature. Okay, it mainly depends on material as well as temperature. Okay, and now let us see what will happen if we increase the temperature. So, if temperature increases, if temperature increases, okay, I'll write it here. If temperature increases, the relaxation time will decrease. Relaxation time will decrease. Relaxation time will decrease. If the relaxation time decrease, then drift velocity also decrease. Drift velocity will decrease. Okay, so this is the very important thing. So as temperature increases, the relaxation time will decrease. If the relaxation time decrease, then the drift velocity also decrease. Okay, so this is very important. Now, if we increase either the potential difference or electric field, what will happen to drift velocity? Okay, if electric field or potential difference increases, the drift velocity will also increase. Okay, so if electric field increases or if we increase the potential difference, then drift velocity also increases. Okay, and one more thing is very important thing here. Inside the conductor, whether the electrons move in a straight line or will it move in a curved path. Definitely, in the presence of electric field, the electrons will not move in a straight line. Okay, the path of the electron will be the curved one. Okay, so this is again very important. Okay, now one more thing is also very important here. That is whether the drift velocity is an accelerated motion or uniform motion. Okay, whether the drift velocity is an accelerated one or uniform motion. Actually, uh, here we have taken only the relaxation time. Okay, this time is a relaxation time. For example, normally if you substitute here in this equation, if t is equal to 1 second or 2 second or 3 second, then it will be the accelerated motion. But here we are not substituting the time, first second, 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 not like that. We are substituting only the relaxation time. Okay, so this drift velocity is a uniform motion. It is not the accelerated motion. Okay, so we have to remember certain things here. The expression for the drift velocity is that is drift velocity formula is E into E divided by m into tau, where E be the charge of the electron and capital E be the electric field and m be the mass of the electron and tau be the relaxation time. The relaxation time is the time between two successive collisions. As temperature increases, relaxation time will decrease and drift velocity also decrease. Okay, and as when we increase either the potential difference or electric field, the drift velocity also increase. And whether the drift velocity is a uniform velocity. Okay, drift velocity is a uniform velocity. Okay, so drift velocity is accelerated one or uniform. Actually, drift velocity is a uniform velocity and it is independent of time. Drift velocity is a uniform velocity and it is independent of time. Okay, hope you all of you understood this expression for drift velocity, and in the next class we will continue the expression for current in terms of drift velocity. Okay, thank you students.